Today is day one of making 100 DoorDash deliveries. I am only going to be working DoorDash. I usually work Uber Eats and maybe some other apps too, but this is just DoorDash 100 deliveries in a row as fast as possible. First one is a Walgreens order for $9.75, a pretty short one. We just had some water and some Monster. Pretty easy, got that one dropped off, and now we're on to the second one. On DoorDash, in order to be a part of a very specific programs like Top Dasher or Large Order Program, you need to have 100 deliveries in the past month. We're gonna actually have a reasonable schedule. DoorDash delivery is not the only thing I do, so I'll be out here quite a bit of hours every single day, but not like 20 hours. And with that, let's go pick up this wildflower order for $6.50. It's only 2 miles. About a 3-minute wait in that restaurant. They had to finish up the food. I guess because I was close to the restaurant when they sent it to me, the pickup time was pretty far in the future. That's okay. It was only 3 minutes and we got it dropped off. $7. Okay. Pretty good. A very short order in terms of distance and time, exactly what I'm looking for since I have to make 100 of these. Since I started at 8:30 a.m. and it's very much breakfast still, there's just not a whole lot of orders today. Usually it's just really hard to tell if breakfast is going to be good or not. Lunch and dinner are a lot more reliable. This one seems to be slow, but we got a $6 order for 3.2 miles. I'm jumping hotspots in order to take this one, and then the drop-off is only like a half mile away. This is nice, but the hotspot I wanted to be at, I guess, just didn't have any orders because I waited about 5 minutes and with nothing from there. Usually if I was multi-apping, I probably would have accepted a better Uber Eats order by now, but since I'm only using DoorDash, I kind of have to take what's given to me. So with these short orders that I'm taking today, it's not because I don't care about the money at all. I obviously do care about the money. I'm trying to accept really good orders, but I'm having a high emphasis on short trips because I think that's what's going to get me to 100 deliveries a lot faster than something that has really high mileage or I think is going to be a long wait in the restaurant. For this challenge, it doesn't really make sense to do long orders unless there's like really good payout because I still care about the money. I want to do well in however long this challenge lasts, but I want to do those 100 deliveries as fast as possible so that I can see realistically how long it would take to do them. We do have one now that's almost 5 miles, but it is $8. I was thinking maybe there's going to be something more at the end of it. Now looking at the item count, probably not because there really isn't a whole lot on this order, but I guess we'll see when we drop it off. All right, got that one taken care of, handed it to the customer, and it was just the $8 we saw on the acceptance screen. Still a decent tip, $4.50. Now we're moving on to Del Taco, $6.50. This is pushing me away from my hotspot, but it's a decent order, so we might as well take care of it. They were bagging up all the food at Del Taco, so I only had to wait like 1 minute, and then we were off to the customer. It was only about 5-minute drive, which was so nice because it was actually more than the $6.50 we saw on the acceptance screen. Always great to see that. And then we were gonna drive back to the hotspot. It was gonna be about like a 3-mile drive, and I didn't really want to do that. I was hoping for another order, and then we got this one for Bosa Donuts, $10. The mileage is high, yes, but I was right next to the store when I got this order, and I knew they would probably have the order ready, which they did. And now it's only about, what was it, like 12-13 minute drive to the customer, which is, I would say that's pretty good for one order. It's going to be done in 15 minutes, and it's going to drop us closer to the hotspot I want to be in. And also, you have to think about, right now it's just after 10 o'clock a.m. and this is when it's actually really slow, in between 10 and 11. That's what I've seen in my area, and maybe it's the same in yours. That was just $10. We're sitting at $48.25. We're coming up on 2 hours right now. 6 deliveries in just under 2 hours. I guess that's pretty good. 3 deliveries an hour. That will take 33 hours to complete this challenge. Delivery number 7 was pretty quick and easy. Jack in the Box for $6.50, only 3 miles. The order was almost ready when we got there, and then it was a pretty quick drive, and there we go, $7.50. Almost lunchtime now. I know that the more orders I decline, the worse it is for me because it just takes longer to complete those 100 orders, but we just really weren't getting anything for the past 5 minutes. And so I'm like, okay, well, if I'm really not getting anything, I probably shouldn't accept something that's really bad because I care about my earnings too. I don't want to make no money. And then we got this one. This one could hurt us, actually, but we'll go into the store and then I'll explain why. As I suspected, the order is not ready. It was 15 items, 12 pizzas that they have to individually cook, and 3 salads. The subtotal's really big, over $100, which means, hey, it's a catering order. Great for me because there's probably a pretty big tip. I just could not pass up this order because I knew that it could be a good one, but that does hurt our time for the 100 deliveries. If it's a $20 tip, I'm willing to accept it. It's just gonna take a little bit longer for these deliveries. This store usually has a problem with their pickup times, but I just found out that they just had the ticket printed for them. They said it was be ready at 11:10, but my pickup time is at 11:01. So they're not going to be late. It's just that DoorDash sent me this order earlier. It didn't really fit in the bag that well, and it was pretty heavy, but we got it dropped off to the business. Good thing it was on the first floor. Love first floor businesses. And we got a very nice tip on that one, almost $25, so almost like $28 for that order, I think. So such a fantastic one. We got that done in about 35 minutes. Great order in terms of payout, but 35 minutes for one order, that's gonna hurt. We were then able to decline a few orders before getting this $6.50 offer. 3 miles? Okay, I'll take it. This restaurant sometimes doesn't have the orders ready, but I was like, even if I have to wait like 3 minutes, it'll still be okay. And the order was ready. Cool for me. And we got it dropped off $7.50 on that one. Now, if there's one thing I can show about doing orders as fast as possible, you cannot go to restaurants that will not have the orders ready. And Chick-fil-A is a perfect example of this, but I accepted it for $8, 4.5 miles. It's dropping me in a perfect area right next to another hotspot. How could I say no? And it turns out there's only 2 sandwiches, so it actually is going to be like as quick as possible for this order. I'd have to say that was a pretty decent Chick-fil-A order. Definitely going to be okay with the results. Then we moved on to True Food Kitchen. I told you I got dropped in a perfect area. This one is a 0.9 mile delivery. I had to go up to the 4th floor. It was the penthouse floor of that apartment complex. So I was thinking, hey, maybe there's gonna be more of a tip. But it was just $4. It was still decent. It was 0.9 miles. And then we moved on to something that is definitely going to help us complete more orders, a stacked order. 2 of them at the same time, $13 for Cheesecake Factory and Chipotle. I don't think there's anything too special with this one. I mean, none of them ordered a lot of food, but it still helps me get 2 orders done really quickly. We did get $14 instead of $13, so I guess that's all right. Then we moved on to Euros Plus. This was after I declined maybe like 15 orders. I just didn't want to settle for a horrible one. And this one actually looks really, really nice. And it's only going to take about 10 minutes to complete. And the next one that we accept will be the 15th order of the challenge. Just $7.50 on that one. Let's keep it going. After this wildflower order for $7.50, well, actually, it turned out to be more than that, $10.50. What a great order. Then we found out we have $137.96 in the first 15 orders. I thought it was going to be a lot slower than this, but we're still getting really good orders. It hit 1:15 p.m. and the orders just completely stopped coming in. So I went to go get some gas. If we don't get another order, we're going to come back out for dinner because I wanted to make more than 15 deliveries today. So see you then. We're back at it. It's 5 p.m. and we got one for Sophia's Kitchen, $10.25. It'll drop us off about 1.5 miles to 2 miles away from a really good hotspot I want to be in tonight. The traffic was really bad getting here. I kind of underestimated that. And when we pulled up to the drop-off location, it was to a hotel, but the app just started just glitching so hard. It always happens in this area. I don't know why it happens, but I'm just glad that I remembered what room number they were. I don't know if I was too picky with the orders I was selecting, because I got paused twice and I was just like, okay, I really need something because I don't want to sit in the car for too long. Got this one for $6.50. Pretty good one in my opinion. Parking situation was awful at the pickup and the drop off. That's why it sent it to me 0.5 miles, but it turned out to be $9.50, so that's cool. We just ended our shift, 24 deliveries in 8 hours driving today. That's averaging 3 deliveries per hour. We have driven 97.5 miles, $225. Don't forget to stay tuned for day 2 coming very shortly. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.